Day 83. Sorry for worrying you guys, I'm fine now. The next morning, back on my feet, I called everyone to the hangar and apologized for being in bed for so long. Takumi, thank goodness you're okay. You're so sad. There. I'll make you some porridge with egg later, okay? No thanks, on the porridge. I had the feeling Nozomi's been turning more and more sisterly ever since she started looking after Kamyun. Darumi, Yugamu, you two came to visit me a lot. Thanks for cheering me up. Trying to, at least. Too bad you didn't die so I could have Mistress Tsubasa all to myself. You look so adorable in your catatonic state. I wanted to immortalize you in wax and use you to decorate my room. What? Stop saying scary things or no dessert. Seriously, stop with the big sister act. Maybe everyone looks like Kamyun to her now. I wanted to thank Kamyun too, but there was no sign of her. Maybe she was working on the escape pod. And last, but far from least, Tsubasa. She awkwardly averted her eyes. I guess she must be feeling embarrassed about what happened. She shouldn't. That was a really nice thing to do. Decided I would talk to her about it later, then looked to Yugamu. He urged me to keep talking with his eyes. Takumi, sorry to do this when you're just getting back, but we need to discuss what happens next right away. We take too long, round 4 will start. Round 4 will last from day 86 to day 100. Right now is our break. There's no way we're going to do this a 4th time. Absolutely not. So what's the plan that'll make us so we don't get any free time? We're all in agreement then. We're not participating in this invader hunt again. And if we want to leave the game, we're going to need to procure fuel for the escape pod somehow. Fuel as in large amount of cryptoglobin. Kamyun said before we'd need the cryptoglobin from the strongest class of commanders. Strongest class of commanders. That Dalshia surely fits the bill. There is another place we can get some. And I don't mean the twins. If we can beat him and take his cryptoglobin, we'll definitely be able to launch the escape pod. Just how do we get around the whole Sarai button component? It's the sponsor I'm thinking about, by the way. It's like, they should have technically a lot of cryptoglobin, right? Like, if they're following on from the previous sponsors, they have a lot of cryptoglobin. Like, even if we defeat them and they do come back again, we'll at least have that cryptoglobin, right? But he was insanely strong. Our attacks didn't do anything to him. I have PTSD from almost getting killed by him. Are you alright, Mistress Tsubasa? If you need somewhere to puke, aim for my face. Oh dear. I can relate to your nausea. Dalshia is beyond powerful. How is it fair that his defense is enough to nullify every attack? He's the only one we just can't beat. Alone, that is. Alone? I wondered what he was implying, and just then... Please, allow me to handle Dalshia. Whoa, when did you get here? Oh my god, the jailbait Shrine Maiden. Really? It's so cute when you just show up like that. My sister's the cutest girl in the cosmos. True enough, but more importantly... Kamyun, do you know anything about Dalshia? Dalshia is one of the most renowned warriors in all of history. Naturally, word of his ability spread throughout the land. Then do you know how we can get through those impossible defenses of his? Dalshia, he's permanently cloaked in a mist of divine blood, cryptoglobin. The blood he expels is the true form of his impenetrable defense. In order to damage him, we must first destroy his cloak of cryptoglobin. Destroy it? How do we do that? And can't we just take that? It's quite simple. Use poison. Pure divine blood is weak only to poison. Even more so when it's exposed like that. So we need poison that works on cryptoglobin? We better figure that out. Wait, hold on. I could swear we already... The cryptoglobin they absorb courses through their bodies, so simply need to develop a poison that acts on cryptoglobin. Yeah, we already have it. Hey, Yugamu, you made a poison that works on cryptoglobin when you killed the previous sponsor, right? Could we use that to break Dalshia? Beat Dalshia? Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I've already given Commune the poison I made. Yugamu's poison is quite well made. After I make a few improvements to it, I'll be able to break through Dalshia's impenetrable defenses. Things were moving smoothly and quickly. If we keep this momentum going, we'll be able to take down Dalshia and get his cryptoglobin. But don't celebrate just yet. We have another foe who's a far bigger nuisance. Let me guess, the sponsor. Can't get a read on them at all. It's highly likely that they'll insert themselves in our battle with Dalshia. But again, can't we use their cryptoglobin? Like, how do we get it? That's the problem. They might even have a more evil trick in store for us. Knowing them, they definitely do. Maybe we should take out the sponsor first. Yeah. I want to kill Dalshia first. We keep letting Grandpa wander around outside the old folks' home. It's not going to be pretty. What? In short, we have two options right now. Target Dalshia or target the sponsor. I mean, if we get the sponsor out of the way, it buys us time, right? Dalshia's going to attack anyway. They said as much. Making the decision falls to me as team leader, I suppose. It so pays me to force you to make a decision while you're convalescing. But I would prefer it if our leader chose the course of action. Whatever you choose, we'll see it through to the end. Do we take care of Dalshia as soon as possible, or do we take out the sponsor first? If we get Dalshia's cryptoglobin, we can escape, but it's entirely possible the sponsor will throw something at us to stop us. Maybe we should start with the sponsor then. I mean, that logic is simple enough for me. It's like, if we go with that approach, like, we need the sponsor out the way so we can get Dalshia, so we can get the blood. I'm wondering if we can then just use the sponsor's cryptoglobin instead, though. But the logic is still sound there, so. But I really would rather avoid a direct confrontation with them. We already know how to deal with Dalshia, but we don't even know who or what the sponsor really is. Dalshia or the sponsor. I have to make a choice. What am I going to do here? I'll go sponsor. I'll go sponsor. That one seems more easy for me. It's like we're going to go for it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work, we're screwed. But we'll see. We can always go back, so. Sponsor. 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 Boing. I still want to defeat the sponsor. They're the embodiment of evil. Unless we eradicate them from this world, they'll come back to haunt us again and again. I fell for their ruse and became a murderer. Can't let anyone else make the same mistake. I totally agree with Takumi. I'll never forgive the sponsor for toying with us and exploiting our kindness. Never. Nobody gets away with harming my dear Takumi. Oh, my dear Takumi. Is there something we should know? That was a joke. Just a joke. There's nothing going on between Takumi and me. Nothing at all. Right? Right, Takumi? Yeah. Absolutely nothing. You're silly. Like, not even a teensy little thing? Cross your hearts and hope to die? What sort of follow-up question is that? I already said it was nothing. Although, I mean, if we're getting technical, there is one thing. Are you telling them about that? I just slipped out. Blow up and die, you dumb normies. Only Takumi, though. What is happening? Why are Tsubasa and Takumi fighting all of a sudden? This is more of an expression of love. You'll understand when you're older. Stop it. We have better things to do than tease me right now. I think we should be talking about this even more. We want to see you happy, Takumi. What? See me happy? You've been suffering all this time because we took on the toughest role among us. Kinda sus. So when we see you happy, it gives us a sense of relief. Basically, we wish for your happiness as much as you wish for ours. Didn't you know? You're heartbroken for all those days because you were out of commission. We'll fight the sponsor for daring to inflict so much pain on you just for kicks.
Because making you happy is the only reason we're even fighting.
Oh. In that moment, I knew in my heart that we could beat the sponsor, the music again. With friends like this behind me, I could overcome any cunning or intrigue the sponsor threw at me. This time, we'll succeed. The sponsor is going down. We all exchanged glances and nodded. I vowed to myself that we would defeat the sponsor. Okay, we need to firm up our strategy. You'll all kindly accompany me to the biolab. Why the biolab? There's something I need to show everyone, something critical to our plan and to beating the sponsor. Yugamu led us to the biolab. Here you go. Take a look at these. Yugamu retrieved some things from the shelf and laid them out on the desk. What the hell are they? I mean, the body parts, because one's a finger, but what are the other two? These are dismembered parts of a dead body. Yes, indeed. I went around collecting them from all over the schoolyard while we were on our little break. A dismembered body in the schoolyard? Whose is it? There's no mistaking it. These are the body parts of the first sponsor, the one who self-destructed on the last day of the second round. Any clue as to who they are? Not really. They blew themselves up to hide their identity after they realized the poison was lethal. That must be why some of the body parts are charred. Because, yeah, this just implies it's someone we know. But it's like, well, who could it be that we know? Anyway, I analyzed the assorted remains the other day. I discovered something very intriguing. This body has already been dead for several years. What does that mean? Why would they not want us to know that? Where? Huh? Yes, but the sponsor only self-destructed 20 or so days ago. I was surprised too. Convinced myself I must have made a mistake. So I checked again and again, but the result was always the same. Every corpse had been dead for at least a few months, sometimes years. Huh? So my final conclusion was this. The sponsor's true identity was a dead body. Dead body? You mean they were a zombie? Think about it. Doesn't it make a lot of what we know about them make sense? They didn't need to eat or sleep. They kept coming back even when we killed them. That's like the textbook definition of a zombie. I don't know. It sounds too outrageous to me. So were they, like, are they being controlled by a virus or something then? Like maybe it's I brought it up before, didn't I? The rage virus. With the bloodshot eyes and all that type of stuff. Like, yeah, maybe it's something akin. No, because the rage virus, that people aren't dead. They're just infected. Whereas normally zombies are just dead. But the zombie aspect, like, does make me think of, like, virus. Like, you're thinking, like, Walking Dead or something like that. It's like, it's usually a virus because of the transmission, all that type of stuff. So it's like, yeah, are we dealing with a virus? Or if we go Resident Evil, and I know you're thinking, like, yeah, that was a virus. No. There's the parasite one as well, wasn't there? Les Plagas? Was that it? Les Plagas? You think it's impossible, right? But how many impossible things have we already witnessed since coming to this academy? There's probably an actual person controlling these dead bodies using hemoanima. Yeah, The hive mind aspect. What if it's a sentient virus or a parasite that can control in some way, like, the hemoanima, and then it can therefore use dead bodies? That makes sense why it's not possible to kill it a conventional way. Would also make sense why the poison spread. And maybe there's some logic there, because of the zombie aspect. And combining that with a hive mind, it's like... It's like it's something in the bodies, not actually the bodies. So virus or parasite with a hive mind. That's where this logic is taking me, but again, with this, it's like it could go off in a massively different direction with what we've seen so far. So it's like, even that I'm not sure of. It's like, it makes sense, but that doesn't mean anything if it makes sense. That would explain why the sponsor had so many bodies at their disposal. They were all corpse puppets. And they could grab as many dead bodies as they wanted from a cemetery or something. That's what the first sponsor really was, an army of dead bodies. This idea could also explain why they organized the invader hunt in the first place. More bodies. They can spread. What do you mean? By making us slaughter invaders by the dozens, the sponsor would get their prime pick of dead bodies. Yeah, if it's a virus or a parasite that spreads through dead bodies, it would want to, especially with a virus, it would want to propagate and spread more, so it needs more dead bodies. So it's like, it's making dead bodies. Yeah. Then they could create as many spares as they wanted. They were powering themselves up by making us create dead bodies for them? Exactly. To the sponsor, we're just corpse churning contractors. That's why the rules of the hunt are fairly lenient toward the players. Set up in such a way to ensure the sponsor wouldn't lose too many of their contractors all at once. Only executing one player per round did seem kind of half-arsed to me. And the duration of each round suddenly went up to 15 days, slowing down the pace of the executions. The points distribution system was to help us stay alive for longer as well. Because of that, we were able to hunt together in teams. Also that we could create as many dead bodies as possible. We've been dancing to the zombies' morbid tune, and it irks me the hell out. You think the second sponsor's already a corpse puppet? Odds are definitely high. They claim to be the sponsor's successor, but they're likely just one of the many corpses the first sponsor still has at their disposal. This is mind-boggling. The sponsor's been using us all this time to create dead bodies that they then turn into zombies, but wait. What? A blood-curdling possibility suddenly flashed across my mind. If the sponsor could control dead bodies, it could be, like, still using Eito and Gaku, right? If the sponsor's abilities to control corpses, they'd be using our friends' bodies as well? It's like some of them, I imagine. What if they raid Kyoshika's grave or steal Kurara's body? Gaku and Eito's bodies are in danger as well. We've left them in the morgue. The sponsor could have easily stolen them from under our noses. That's just inhumane. Using their bodies even after they've died? Let's go check the graves in the morgue immediately. We need to make sure the bodies are all accounted for. We all turned at once and started to dash out of the lab when... Whoa, chill out, guys. Yugamu stopped us, his arms outstretched across the doorway. I've already secured our friends' remains. Secured them where? In their own dignified coffins in my room. Since we're on the subject, come and pay your respects. You've done what? We hesitantly headed to Yugamu's room. Inside we saw... Okay. Yugamu's room was packed from wall to wall with coffins. It looked more like a morgue than a bedroom now.
Where's your furniture? Your bed? I dismembered and disposed of them. I figured these guys' eternal sleep was more important than mine, you know?
Thank you, Yugamu, for protecting their bodies all by yourself. I'm so glad they're safe.
Yeah. You did great. Once the invader hunt is over, we'll give them a proper reburial.
What's the beads on top, though? Is that some kind of ceremonial thing or what?
Yugamu, what are those things on top of the coffins?
Yeah.
The bombs from inside their bodies. I surgically removed them when I brought them here.
Wait, that means we have 6 bombs.
It didn't feel right to leave something so sickening inside them, even in death, you know?
Yugamu.
I could feel my tears welling up at Yugamu's kind consideration. Yeah, but now we have 6 bombs we can use. He was probably more repulsed by the bombs than ever, having been blown up by one himself the other day. We all stood before the coffins to pay our respects before leaving Yugamu's room. The moment we stepped outside of Yugamu's room onto the rooftop, we heard an unexpected voice. Hey, do you guys have a minute? Long time no see, everyone. Hima and Kako. Oh, well, you two are an unusual sight around here. To what do we owe the honor? I could already feel tensions rising. We exchanged knowing glances and prepared ourselves to fight if we needed to. Nobody could tell what these two were thinking. They even injured Nozomi during the Eva incident before. No need to be so wary. We're here to offer you our unconditional surrender. Right, like a white flag. Kako raised both hands as a sign of surrender. So you're not going to antagonize us anymore? I mean, it's not like we can beat you guys, right? And now, Takimaru is dead. There's really no point competing against you the way things are right now. In fact, we were hoping we could join you. Sounds like a good deal for you. After all those terrible things you said to Takumi. I'm not expecting you to welcome us for free, of course. I come bearing a gift. What kind of gift? My life. I'll stay in this place all throughout the next round and die. In exchange, I ask that you keep my dear sister safe when I'm gone. Yeah, it matches Ima's attitude from previous, so yeah. What? Brother Darius, what are you talking about? I'll even let you lock me in the cage in the courtyard if you doubt my sincerity. Then I'll die in the same cage even once occupied. Though I take justice for my attempted murder of her. Don't you think? Ima. Brother Dearest, no. How could I live without you? Come now, Sister Dearest. This is the way it should be.
It's an unspoken rule that an older brother takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
That's a rule? Ima's words made me remember what Eva said just before she died.
To earn my title as mother, there is something I must do. I must teach Nozomi the meaning of true love and the strength of a real parent who never sacrifices her children to benefit herself.
A loving heart that moves someone to give their life to protect another. Completely contrary to what the killing game stood for. And that was why. It's fine. You can both join our team. Really? Yeah. Takimaru asked me to forgive you two anyway. I'm so grateful, Mr. Sumino. I will die as promised, so please take care of my dear. On one condition. You are prohibited from dying. You need to survive too. What? Hold on, Mr. Sumino. If I survive, someone else has to die. No? Nobody has to die. We're gonna put an end to this game. Don't worry. As long as we remain united, the sponsor will be no match for us. Seems like someone's developed a killer new attitude since we last saw him. But that's how our leader should be. Feel like we're letting those two off easy. But I'm good if Takumi is. Kako, let's put our past behind us and work together for our future. Gross. Usually can't stand cringy stuff like this, but I'll let this one slide. It'll be a change from all that awkwardness, at least. To be fair to the others, we all fell for the sponsor's ploy to divide and conquer. Now we're finally united as one again. The pride of the Special Defense Unit is at stake. Let's take down that sponsor. Our newfound unity made us all the more determined to fight against our vile and barbaric enemy. We'd carry on the will of those who had passed before us and do what needed to be done. Day 84. Yeah. Alright, let's get this meeting started. Needless to say, we're here to discuss how to bring down the sponsor once and for all. I shot Yugamu a glance, and he took over. To beat the sponsor, we'll first have to deal with the 3 deadly weapons they wield. First of all, their suit, which we know how to defeat. As you all know by now, it has the ability to negate hemoanima-based attacks. None of our superhuman attacks will even scratch it. Technology nullifies the power of divine blood. The inventor must be a real wizard. It is crazy weak against physical attacks. Anyone could destroy it with a regular weapon. Yep, we learned that in the past. Yeah, we broke through it before with a simple crossbow. It's not all that tough. We shot holes in the first sponsor's suit some 50 nights ago. But damaging it wasn't the real problem. The sponsor has 2 other weapons at their disposal. The bees! The bees! Chased by bees are especially lethal. If we so much as touch the sponsor, they'll swarm around us and attack us. Just like when they killed the others by sucking their blood dry. Mr. Yakushiji was killed by those accursed bugs too. Why are those bees still here in the school after the change of sponsor? Likely because they aren't servants to a specific sponsor. They serve the invader hunt itself. So long as the game continues, we'll have to live in fear of those bees! It's not like the bees are invincible, though. Remember, we also have one of the sponsor's suits. The bees can't touch anyone who's wearing it. But here comes our biggest problem. The sponsor's third weapon. Yeah, but I'm wondering, like, we do have the spare bombs. Like, what's that last button there for? Like, if we get that, does the last button work? Deadly new weapon they've somehow gotten their hands on. The detonator for the bombs inside us. Being held back by bombs in our bodies is such a killing game cliche at this point. It's starting to feel like deja vu. There were 7 buttons on the controller. Each button had an image of one of us on it. They probably did that so they wouldn't accidentally press the wrong button in the heat of the moment. It ensures the right person gets taken out before they attack the sponsor. His third weapon's maybe the worst of all. With that around, we can't even get close. Hey, I know. What if I attack the sponsor while wearing the suit? Nozomi, what is this nonsense? Are you still trying to die? No, this isn't a suicide mission. In fact, I think the odds are ever in my favor. Think about it. There's no one better than me to do the job because I don't have a bomb in my body. Alright, you're not an official member, so I'd forgotten about that aspect. Nozomi came to the academy of her own free will. She basically snuck in, without even the people in charge noticing. Unlike hers, she hadn't had a bomb implanted in her while she was unconscious. Even so, was it a good idea to put Nozomi in such great danger? Even if we did beat the sponsor by risking her life, I'd say building a strategy around Nozomi is feasible. It negates one of our or other sponsors' weapons. That's big. So I can do it? But even if we risked your life to beat the sponsor, would that really end the game? Beat the sponsor, beat the game. Oh no. The sponsor's actually still alive. That's been the flow of events so far. Alright, another successor might show up. But only after some time. We've got an army of zombies after all. And then, again, like, can we somehow use their blood? Is that possible? Were they a dead body? Maybe that plans out the window in that logic. Like, where does the blood go? Where is it? They've got an army of zombies after all. Creating successors out of dead bodies is too freaky, even for me. But didn't the sponsor mention they only had one body right now? There's only one of me. I'm not talented enough to control more than one body. Why you not? Obviously, that was a lie. Why would they show their hands so easily? Should assume the sponsor still has multiple bodies. It's pointless to kill just the one who can see. When we can see. How about if we find and kill the person controlling them? And there being one person control was just a theory. Again, I'm thinking more hive mind. But if I was right, where would this person be? How could we find them? Sponsor's like a roach that can't be squished. And again, it could be that malicious intent from the future, which means they're out of our reach because potentially they're in the future of this timeline, potentially. Again, how does it work? Like, Tsubasa suddenly raised her voice in frustration. They should just drop dead already. Why won't this game end? Don't be sad, Mistress Tsubasa. It's basically stylistic form for killing games to drag on and on and on and on. It's stylistic form? But notice how killing games in movies or comics never seem to end once they get started. The players exploit a loophole and they think they won, only to find themselves at the start of another game. They beat the mastermind and think it's finally over, only for the true mastermind to show up. Sounds like you are describing the invader hunt.
Huh.
Yeah, because so far as killing games go, this hunt is about as cliche as they come. I mean, have you seen the rules?
There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. I bet the sponsor's hoping it'll drag on forever. Oh, just knock me out now.
I prefer killing games that start and end with a bang. Oh, my recent wrecks include... Darumi proceeded to go on a tangent about killing game reviews and theories, but I'd already tuned out by then. There was something she'd said earlier that I couldn't get out of my mind. There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. She was right. There's nothing in the rules about us winning. For some odd reason, the statement stuck in my mind, even though I couldn't figure out for the life of me why it seemed so important. Takumi, are you okay? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Huh. Just thinking about something like, why is that so important? I ignored the odd sensation and focused on continuing the discussion. Let's put our heads together and come up with a way to beat the sponsor and prevent another one from showing up. We talked over different ideas right until nighttime, but still couldn't come up with anything viable. We know how that works. Yes. Haven't seen that one in a while, to be honest, actually, but... Our break time ends tomorrow. The 4th round would start in 2 days. Didn't want to play this game anymore. Been hoping we could take out the sponsor before it started, but... Getting flustered now solves nothing. I should just go to bed. I slipped into bed and lay down with every intention of sleeping. But it was not to be. My mind was still actively thinking about Darumi's words from this afternoon, and sleep had all but fled from me.
There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. I bet the sponsor's hoping it'll drag on forever. Oh, just knock me out now.
I didn't know why I was so hung up on that point. Yeah, I don't know why you're so hung up on that point, which means there's something. Like, you know me, I'm usually good with theories and thinking stuff. It's like, but that one I'm like, it just means they don't expect it to end. Unless there's something else, and I can't think of the something else. This is the thing I'd say with this game. It so threw me off in like how my mind works in theories, because it's like things just change so drastically, and it's like, where are we? Where? I like it. I like that. Because it's like, yeah, it's frazzled my brain. So it's like, it's good. It's good. I like it. I still couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard I thought about it. Eventually, I finally started drifting off. Because I fell asleep with the lights on, my sleep was shallow that night. But I did dream. In those dreams, I relived the events that occurred ever since the sponsor showed up. Don't worry, I will not lay a finger on any of you. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. That's the way to win, isn't it? The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. The forceful ending of the game was the one thing that couldn't be constructed as player victory. It could be construed. There we are. We'll go again. The forceful ending of the game was the one thing that could be construed as player victory. Maybe that was why I got so hung up on what Darumi said. That's the victory condition. Because a player victory condition actually did exist. The next scene to flash across my mind was Yugamu being blown up by the second sponsor. The invader hunt didn't end, even though they'd murdered a player. That was because Yugamu attacked the sponsor first, so punishing him for that was considered just cause. The current sponsor carried that terrible remote control capable of blowing us up everywhere they went. The scene changed and I saw the bodies of our friends that Yugamu had secured. The bombs on top of the coffins, Yugamu had surgically removed them post-mortem. He was blown up by one himself. He must have abhorred their very existence. This terrifying weapon was tucked away in our bodies of all my friends.
It's an unspoken rule that an older brother takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
Okay. Next, the memory of Imo and Kako asking to join our team surfaced in my mind. Imo declared that he would die on behalf of Kako. His determination touched me. Just then, I sat up in bed, suddenly wide awake. I found it! I had an epiphany while sifting through those memories in my dreams. Found a way to end this game. You did? Ran out of my room and went to wake up Yugamu and Darumi. What is it, Takumi? It's the dead of night, you know. Yeah, what do you want? Just about to go visit Mistress Tsubasa in her room. Listen, guys. I finally found it. I found a way to end the invader hunt. You mean you found a way to definitively kill the sponsor? No, we're not going to kill the sponsor. We're going to end the game. What now? Is there any difference? As different as chalk and cheese. Conflating the two was our first mistake. I shared my new strategy with my friends, and their reaction. That does sound like it could be worth a try. We'll just wind them up, like. But it's Yugamu's handiwork that'll make or break the whole thing. You sure it's gonna work? I'm sure. He's already taken out 6 of those things. Can probably do it blindfolded by now, right? I've never done it on a living patient before, okay? Don't come crying to me if I end up killing you instead. Doesn't matter. Can't keep coming back with the Revive-O-Matic until you get it. We can keep coming back with the Revive-O-Matic until you get it right. You're making this sound like some peaceful picnic. Well, I'll give it a try. It's the job of a leader's aide to pander to his very whim and fancy, after all. So if you activate a bomb that's like someone else's bomb and you inadvertently kill someone else, the game ends and you come back with a Revive-O-Matic. We don't have much time, so let's start right away. I need you two to come with me to the biolab. We quietly and stealthily made our way to the biolab, taking care not to be discovered by the sponsor. Take off your clothes and lie down on the table over there. Darumi and I complied with Yugamu's instructions, stripping down with our backs to each other. I have to let the 2 boys see me naked. Gross. Might as well go the whole 9 yards and start making the O face now. Come on, this is an emergency. It's not like we've got any ulterior motives.
So says the pervert trying to sneak glances at my boobs.
I'm gonna tell Mistress Tsubasa about this. I wasn't looking. I didn't see anything. You ready? Then let's do this. Oh, but first, some anesthetic. Yeah, probably wise. Yugamu poked a syringe into my neck as I lay on the table. There was a sharp, breaking pain for a moment, and then my vision turned dirty. I began to feel lightheaded and... Day 85? Day 85. Day 86.
You did it, Yugamu! You did it!
They are some huge scars, though. Like, damn, dude.
Great! Now I'm damaged goods. On the bright side, this scar makes it look like I was in an epic sword fight or something. A scar on the back would have been a swordsman's shame.
Removing that thing from a living body was certainly different. I was out of my element.
Oh, you removed it. I thought it was implanting the ones that had already been used. So yeah, you're gonna put them in someone else. So if you taken Takumi's out and put it in Darumi, or if you taken Darumi's out and put it in Takumi.
Anyway, better put your clothes on. The opening ceremony for the 4th round is about to begin.
We quickly got dressed, hiding the large scars on our chests under our clothes. I mean, that's still going to be very painful, though. And then